My name is Don Franklin. I'm an IT project manager at Topcon Positioning Systems. We were a company founded in Tokyo in 1932 as an optical company. We actually made cameras for the longest time. We've branched out now. We do GPS positioning systems in the positioning market. We make eye care instruments, and we're working on electron microscopes in our fine tech division. It's about a $1.4 billion company when you take the global company into account, and we're a major. We have a major investment from Toshiba Corporation. We've been a Salesforce customer now for a little over a year, and we got into this a little bit differently than a lot of people do. We did not adopt Salesforce as a CRM solution. We adopted Service Cloud. We had a service organization that was global, using 5 or 6 different applications, from Access to locally bought web applications to Excel, and the goal was to roll out globally a service and repair solution that would cover all of the needs of really many small companies. So for that purpose, Service Cloud was an obvious choice because we didn't have to worry about managing multiple service centers or data centers, time zones, geographical locations. It all rolled out seamlessly. The 3 major players in this were 3 separate ERP systems. The Topcon Positioning ERP system, which was a Mass 500 ERP system here in Livermore, California. The Sukiya, luckily, Mass 500 system in Olathe, Kansas, and the Sukiya Canada system, which was in Toronto. So as I said, the suction of the cloud was easy. We were able to concentrate on what the solution was going to be and not have to worry about rolling out an integrated solution with servers and data centers that would cover the worldwide implementation. We went out in a couple of different phases here. Our first phase was to roll in the support organization that was based across the world, but really headquartered in Ohio, but offices in Australia, Europe, and Canada. With this, we used a highly customized version of the case Service Cloud solution. And it became evident right away that we would need to start integrating data, and which is where Informatica Cloud came in. We brought customers in, we brought products in on a nightly basis, and updates to those on a nightly basis. And as we rolled this out to other geographical organizations, we started bringing in from those ERP systems, and what we ended up with in Salesforce was a superset of customers, a superset of products. It was something that wasn't really intentional, but we realized that now Salesforce is the go-to place for the global answer on customers, on serial number history, on things like that. So Informatica Cloud, like I say, made this tremendously easy. We were trained in-house. We have several people that are up and running on this very, very quickly. And like I say, accessing multiple source systems, source ERP systems, to go through Informatica Cloud and bring it into an integrated data set within Salesforce. So we have customers now in Salesforce that are the superset, that belong in every ERP system and not in every ERP system, that were just entered directly into Salesforce. So our one-stop shop for customers no longer is an ERP system. The information is really in Salesforce. We also brought in products, install base, which is serial number history, all of our inventory locations. We can now, in our service organization, determine where inventory is, what the availability is, all directly in Salesforce on an Informatica 15-minute feed, so it's within 15 minutes of real time. At sales orders, we're bringing in payments, invoices. So this has also been rolled out into a shopping cart, or about to roll out into a shopping cart for our end-user customers, so they can actually order online too. So the results are we now have after several phases of implementation, a global solution that will roll out information that gives information to not only the service and not only the repair organizations across the U.S., but now using partner portals, we have our dealers logging in, doing repairs on our product, and updating that information directly into Salesforce. And this is something now that we haven't been able to capture before, is repair history of our products that are not being done by us, but by being done by our dealers. And so it's a lot more information than we got before. And like I say, this is also going to soon roll out to a shopping cart that our dealers can do ordering from. Another push from our implementation of Salesforce, in addition to starting with just the Service Cloud, is to enable executive dashboards on mobile phones and iPads. Very quick adoption on this, and most of it was because we have data from the ERP system in Salesforce, so we're leveraging Salesforce ease of reporting and dashboards with the hardcore data out of the ERP system. And executives anywhere in the world can, or any user anywhere in the world can look at their dashboards and get real-time feeds on how things are going. So another very popular and quickly adopted part of our implementation. Again, Informatica Cloud pulls this information in from many different ERP systems, 3 different ERP systems, and it integrates that into one simple-to-use dashboard that they can get their information from. So what's next? Well, we're actually thinking about using Salesforce for CRM. We did this backwards, but I think it was a good way to do it. And the reason was Service Cloud forced us to bring data in from the ERP system. Once that data was there, it became a very valuable tool. All the customer information is there, all the history of an instrument that's been sold to a customer and repair history, all the sales orders, payments, easy-to-use format of Salesforce. Now it's a great tool for CRM because the Salesforce and the product managers can go to it, get the information they need. That makes it easy for them to adopt this as a CRM system. We never had the issues with adoption that I hear a lot of customers of Salesforce go through. And I think that was because by the time that the sales group started looking at this, the data in there was a real want to have. The projects that are coming out of this are faster than we can roll out, really. So what's next for us? Well, we happen to be in the middle of an SAP implementation. We're going to replace all of those Mass 500 ERP systems with SAP, hopefully going live this November. And once again, we will leverage Informatica as our integration system. 2012, we're going to push even more portal rollouts to dealers, to partners, and to end users. And end users is a target base that we have never actually had contact with before. We've sold to dealers. They've been selling to end users. We had no information about who was buying our product, how they're using it, what their repair history was. Through the use of portals, we'll be able to really leverage the information we gather from that. And so then by the end of 2012, our goal is the global Topcon family will be fully live on SAP and on Salesforce. So what did we learn from this implementation? Number one, integration, getting the hard data that people want to see when they come into Salesforce. Get that into Salesforce and roll it into its easy-to-use reporting, easy-to-use dashboards. Really makes this a want-to-have. We are, like I say, fighting to keep up with the demand for new projects, for new people who want to come in, new departments who want to come in and use Salesforce. So integration, completely a key for us. Our goal during the entire implementation was that the IT department at Topcon would use the tools of Salesforce and use the tools of Informatica.com but to become self-sufficient in new development. We feel that was a key. We know the business. We would learn the tools and then do the development all in-house. So combine those two, and we have a true application platform. And like I say, we have several years more work to keep up with the demand that we've created.